special board meeting of the HABD Board of Commissioners called back to order. We have before us approval for the Master Development Agreement for Southtown Redevelopment Project. And before we move forward with this item, I just want to make a couple statements. Some of you were here for last meeting, and I requested copies of the resident assessments. And I think it was sometime maybe around a year ago when we were discussing the master plan, the master development agreement. I think I made it perfectly clear that I was not going to move, I didn't want to move forward with the master development agreement or the master plan for that nature until we made sure that we addressed the residents and engaged with the residents and received those, got those assessments done. I requested the assessments and don't want to rehash the entire conversation that we had at the last board meeting, but I did. We did go back and find the record where we did make the request for those assessments a couple times in the public board meeting. But nevertheless, we did get the assessments. I received the assessments. I went through the assessments, and the assessments are in line and in congruency with the information that was given to us by staff. So, Commissioner Clark, I did inspect what I expected, and everything is in line with those assessments. And so I said we weren't going to move forward without the assessments. We got the assessments. I'm ready to move forward. The other thing that I said was that I wanted to make sure that our Section 3 and our diversity and inclusion piece was at the forefront of this development. And if you recall, I told you that I was going to ask our Section 3 coordinator to come before this board and to share with us if we were meeting or exceeding our expectations for Section 3 and inclusion. And with that being said, Ms. Prince, I'm going to ask you to come to the podium here. So we have this item before us to approve the Master Development Agreement of the Southtown Redevelopment. I'm asking you in front of my colleagues. I know you have done a lot to work with the Southside Development Group and staff to put together a robust plan for Section 3 and inclusion when we're talking about our WBEs, WMBEs, and small businesses. And kudos to you and staff, Carol and Mr. Davis and everybody for putting that working group together and working on that. So I want to ask you on the record, with this plan that we have in place, moving forward with the Master Development Agreement of Southtown, have we met and or exceeded our goals for our plan moving forward with our Section 3 and our inclusion?
With the plan as it stands, I think the board would be very pleased with the execution of the Section 3 portion of the debt. I believe you would.
All right. Any questions?
We exceeded or met it?
We definitely will meet. There's some language in the plan that I believe will exceed as well. So definitely it will be met.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. All right. So with that being said, we have the matter before us, and so I'm prepared to offer the motion. I would like to move. Corey, you got.
Well, I don't know.
Go ahead. Do your diligence. Okay. All right. Go ahead. I'm sorry. All right.
Good afternoon, Commissioners.
Good afternoon.
Before you is a request authorizing the approval of the Southtown Court Redevelopment Master Development Agreement, Commercial Development Agreement, and to allow our President and CEO to execute these agreements. Are there any comments or questions?
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion that we go forward with this Master Development Agreement based on the information that we all had in the executive session.
And in that motion, I would just like to add the language to include the gap funding agreement must come back before the board with a note to be determined, and also to address environmental compliance issues.
I second.
All right. It's been moved and properly second. All in favor?
No, and you can motion and second too.
Oh. I thought I was seconding his.
So, well, actually, I made it. Yeah.
Well, that's why I get it right.
Yeah, so I guess we had a joint motion.
Well, joint motion.
Right. So, for the record, I made the motion.
Okay.
All right. So if we got a motion before us, can I get a second?
Now you got a second.
Okay. We got some unreadiness, Commissioner Jackson.
Did you make that up just then? Is that
Yeah. I hadn't read my Robert Rule Order book in a while, but I don't think it's in there. Yeah. I made that up on the fly.
Yes,
Very good. Okay, so we have the motion before us. We have a second. All in favor? All opposed? All right, that item's approved. All right.
Thank you, Commissioners.
All right, so we're going to jump to item 5, human resources. Mr. Lundy.
Yes, Jefferson Mitchell, Vice President of Human Resources, has an item that she wants to bring, actually 2 items. Ms. Mitchell?
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. So Commissioners, today I have in front of you is the request to renew HABD employee dental insurance with Delta Dental for a period year 2020, January 2020 through December 2020. The administration fees has increased to 19 cents due to the increase in number of claims. So attached you will find a copy of the new administration fees for employees from $3.56 to $3.75. Are there any questions?
Chairman, I make a motion that we approve this.
Increase of the dental insurance.
So did I have a motion?
Yes.
Okay. Can I get a second?
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and properly second. All in favor? All opposed? All right, that item's approved.
Thank you, Commissioners. Next, I have in front of you, Commissioners, a request to renew the HABD employees' health insurance with Blue Cross Blue Shields for a period January 2020 through December 2020. The rates have increased by 5.35% due to the overall claims running higher the previous year. And attached, you will find a copy of the new biweekly and monthly rates. And Ms. Bibbs just handed you all another form. So the single person biweekly, the increase, and you should have attachments showing the increase as well.
Okay.
So for a single person biweekly increase is $2.74, which is $5.48 a month. For the employee plus one, it's $5.39 biweekly, which is $10.78 a month. And for the family, it is $7.45 biweekly, which is $14.90 a month. For the retiree, for a single person, it is $2.92 a month. And for the employee plus one, it is $18.52 a month. And for family, it is $24.71 a month. Do you all have any questions?
No, I guess really, Chairman,
Yes, sir, go ahead.
I guess not really. With this raise, did our employee get a raise this past year to help subsidize this year?
Yes, sir, they did.
We
Okay.
received it in January,
Okay.
and we should receive another if we're entitled in January.
All right.
So, Commissioner, I would also like to add that we're gonna be putting out an RFP, hopefully by November. So we're gonna be bringing this back to the board so that we can capture our rates for 2021. So when we bring it back to the board, I wanted you all to know why we're bringing it back, because we're putting out an RFP.
Okay.
Commissioner, we're requesting for your approval to renew this contract with Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion that we go ahead and approve this agreement between Blue Cross Blue Shield and the Housing Authority. Second district.
All right, it's been moved and properly second. All in favor?
Uh,
All opposed? All right, that item's approved.
Thank you, Commissioner. I have one more thing I need to just add.
Sure.
So we were supposed to come back in front of the board to give a report on the gap policy, which is the retiree. So I would just like to add that we have spoken with the auditor, we've spoken with the attorneys, and there's just kind of been a lot of moving parts. And so we are prepared to bring in an expert in October to meet with the representative of the board so that we can all sit down and discuss the, where we're gonna go with the gap. So we'll bring in an expert in October, and then we'll come back in front of the board in October to present based on the discussion that we have had. So I just want to give you all an update on that.
Appreciate
Okay,
that.
very good.
Very good.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. All right. There's nothing else we need to discuss, or is commissioners, is there any other business that we need to discuss before we move to adjourn? All right.
I make a motion we adjourn, Mr. Chairman.
And that's
All right, it's been moved and properly second. All in favor? All opposed? All right, this meeting's adjourned.